Of course, the concluding part of Saturday was the game that happened at the Vitality Stadium, Bournemouth, where they did host the Blues, a Chelsea football club. Yes, we saw what happened in that very game. It was an end-to-end beautiful game. Bournemouth had chances. Of course, they had a sport kick, but unfortunately, Sanchez rose up to occasion. They were unable to convert the sport kick. And of course, Chelsea, they had chances, but the goalkeeper rose up to occasion. It was a beautiful game to see until they were introduced Jadon Sancho, the man that was exiled from Manchester United. He won the man of the match that very day because of what? A brilliant play. Even the commentator had to applaud him for what he has been doing. Just about 20 minutes or so, he played for Chelsea and it was so outstanding. Led the assist to Christopher Nkunku, who got Chelsea the winning goal. Can you tell you something about what we talked about that very game, Chelsea versus Bournemouth? Like I said, it was an end-to-end game. Chances coming left, right, center. Of course, that game had the highest number of yellow cards in the history of a Premier League game. About 15 yellow cards in that very game. But at the end of it, Chelsea and Enzo Maresca, away from home, found a way to get the winning goal.
Yeah, I think I said that. I said before the match, I said it's going to be, I didn't put a scoreline because this match kind of a 50-50 match, and we saw it in the game. It's going to be an exciting game.
Obviously, it was.
End to end. At the end of the day, I think in football, if you don't take your chances, it's going to come to bite you back. That's just the fact. And Chelsea, they have, in terms of forward, they have the forward in the bench. You saw Sanchez coming. You saw the Portuguese. You saw Nkunku. Was Jafeli? So they have the quality players
up front.
Yeah, up front to make changes to key games. So you saw the display of Sancho, and that's a story for another day. Why a certain coach don't want him for
the problem is obvious
for personal reasons.
It's obvious.
Exactly. So you saw
he's
his
a quality
display.
player.
Someone that has gone to Borussia Dortmund to prove himself.
Champions League final.
And a few games in Chelsea. So Chelsea has that quality. I knew that once Bournemouth missed that penalty and a couple of chances they missed, probably Chelsea has what it takes to hurt them, and that's what happened. So, but it was an entertaining game. It was a 50 game. Any side could have won it, but I think Chelsea they took their chance and won the game.
Sonny, there was an introduction. Of course, he started the Renato Viega starting alongside Moises Caicedo. How would you rate his performance in that very game?
Talking about who?
Viega.
I didn't really see that game. Let me be sincere. I didn't see that game, but I saw some highlight. I saw what happened. Chelsea really played well. That was not what I expected. I was expecting Bournemouth to really do something to Chelsea, but Chelsea really hold on to that. Now, when the commentators on Sky Sport were saying something, I saw something this morning. They were like, Chelsea have good players around them. They have the defender. They have the wings. Of course, we know they have the wings to fly. They have the wings and everywhere. So Sancho came in and he did something. But that we are talking about Viega. I saw the lineup in the first place. I was like, what is he doing here? What is this Viega doing here? What can he offer to Chelsea? But for me, he really played well, because if there were loopholes, maybe, of course, the so-called pundits will make a big statement out of it. So I think he was solid in that game. He really did well. Of course, they didn't concede any goal, and they definitely won the game.
I cannot say he added quality alongside Moises Caicedo, Renato Viega in the heart of the midfield. Like I always say, games are won and lost at the heart of the midfield.
Yeah, this what's his name? The Argentine. I think
Fernandez.
So
yes.
I think that's why they had to use, and Lavia is injured. So I think he played. I think before when they bought it, they said he's a versatile player. He can play at midfield, defensive midfield. He can play from left back. And I like the way the tactic, because what's his name? Maresca. The tactic he used, because if you look at Leva Cucurella, he sometimes stuck in the midfield most of the game. Yeah, so I think it was a bit of a tactical change, but it was an entertaining game. Like I said, any side could have won it. Two good sides, they played good, and deservedly, the side that won the game deservedly. The side that didn't win it, we'll say, okay, we're a bit unlucky because we had chances to win the game but didn't win it.
14 yellow cards in that very game, like I said, setting a record in the yellow card session category in the English Premier League. Was the cards necessary coming from Anthony Taylor?
Yes, because most of these cards were petty cards from the players.
Sancho went to meet him, and it was carded.
Exactly. Some players want, some players booked. I think that is not right. You want some players booked. Let the referee do this job.
Decide who gets
exactly. Booked. Some players will intentionally fall down because a player is in your yellow card. Like Palmer did it. He fed them the tackle that Cook made on him. The second tackle, he fed that purposely because he knew it was a yellow card, so prepared to get him sent off. So I think most of if you look at majority of the cards were petty cards from the player, not a card from a hard tackle or rough tackle. So I think when you start something, I think maintain the energy. That's the consistency. If you give this particular player a card for a particular reason, also dish out to the other players for that same reason.
It's only there were controversies surrounding the penalty that Chelsea had. Of course, they said Sanchez, the goalkeeper, didn't actually foul the Bournemouth attacker, that it wasn't supposed to be a penalty.
I saw that one, but for me it was a foul. Yeah, it was a foul. It was a clean penalty. It was a foul. But luckily for him, he was able to keep that out, so he didn't go in. So it did not really count. But that was supposed to be a turning point for Bournemouth, but they couldn't take it. But for me, that was a complete foul. It was a foul.
Can you say you agree with Sonny Bobo?
Yeah, it was a foul. I think he if he got the ball, then we'd have said, okay,
He didn't get the ball.
And the player probably he stopped the player from approaching.
Canute, let's not forget that this same thing might happen in subsequent matches. I won't see anything happen. The player might even be given a yellow card also, because these referees, they are not consistent with what they are doing. Now we saw the game again for okay, we're going to come to that.
Canute, they signed Philippe Jorgensen, the new addition to the Chelsea goalkeeping position. With this performance that Sanchez put up against the Cherries, has he ended him the number one starting position for Chelsea?
Yeah, in the Premier League, I think Sanchez is number one. He started just like the way Fofana and Kowi are the two centre back first choice.
He's looking like he's established already.
Yeah, exactly. So I think and he's having some good performances. So I think Jorgensen will be probably the backup for both maybe the Conference League and probably other cup competitions.
All right, a very big congratulations to Chelsea Football Club. Of course, we celebrated Chelsea by playing the anthem. For the Chelsea fans, you need to be happy once again. Quality players up front for Chelsea Football Club. They can hurt you at any point in time. But it's looking like Enzo Maresca is beginning to get the boys together to do what they need. For congratulations to Chelsea. Congratulations to Christopher Nkunku that got the winning goal. And of course, congratulations. What an addition to the Chelsea side. Talking about Jadon Sancho. He was able to prove that he is still the Jadon Sancho United god from Borussia Dortmund that played all the way to the Champions League final. Of course, he's now a player with Chelsea Football Club. What a quality player. The problem is obvious that Jadon Sancho isn't actually the problem. If you know what I'm saying, of course, you should know where I am heading to, and of course, where I'm coming from. Once again, a very big congratulations to Chelsea Football Club.